One to an exciting broadcast of Fiba basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great international action tonight on the hardwood. And at our table tonight, I'm alongside Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Welcome, everyone. And Brent, it'll be the United States facing off against the up-and-coming Team Philippines.
The Philippines on the international stage have not had too much success, but they have some interesting pieces and a little dash of potential. Certainly a team to watch.
And Greg, this friendly is a great chance for teams to use it as a tune-up for when the elimination games begin.
Everyone will still want to be at their best, so you don't get too much time with your national team. So this game is a great chance to kind of build some momentum for the coming competitions.
And Brent, as we know, Fiba rules allow zone defenses.
Well, the fun one for teams that are constructed with space-eating guys in the paint is there's no 3 seconds in the key. So you could park a big man down there near the rim and really impact how it is that teams approach you on the offensive end.
And here now is the Philippines. After the missed three from Z. And Greg, perhaps the biggest change from NBA to FIBA rules is goaltending.
Yeah, in FIBA, you are allowed to bat a ball that's sitting on the rim. Likewise, you can finish a shot that rests over the cylinder on the offensive end.
And here now is the Philippines. After the missed three from Z. Here's Pacquiao. Drills the baseline jumper. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Pacquiao. They set the pick. Off target with his three. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. That one good for two.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
And here's the Philippines now. The national team of the Philippines, Brent, has a lot of energy and desire to become a larger force in the international basketball world.
The Philippines have done a nice job bringing in coaches with championship experience. That's a great start. And they've innovated a bit with some tight rotations of their dynamic players. If they can continue to develop their pool of players, there'll be some success on the horizon.
Here's Pacquiao. The three. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for USA. They trail by one. Bangs home the trifecta.
And there's never been a question about LaMelo's handles. There's a lot he can do with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Pacquiao. Here's Batista to stop the run, and it's blocked. And so it looks like it'll still be the Philippines ball. And USA making a change here. Heroes checked in. Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Philippines. .158 left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 3. Here's Pacquiao. And once again off the mark by the Philippines. You know, Greg, when you talk about passion for the game of basketball, the Philippines is up there with any country in the world.
Oh, no doubt. Basketball is life in the Philippines. It's the most popular sport in the country. Forget cartoons. Kids grow up watching NBA games in the morning.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Pacquiao. And a miss there on the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Pacquiao. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. And once again off the mark by the Philippines. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Well, the Philippines don't have a lot of NBA talent on their roster, but Greg, they have a number of pros across Asian leagues.
And a lot of them will apply their trade in Japan and Australia with big success. Definitely not short on seasoned players.
And here now is the Philippines after the three-pointer from Z. Outside Jackson. Pass to Tatum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's USA ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. Welcome back as we get going here in the...
Substitution on the court.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Pacquiao. Outside Gonzalez. And the three off target. Well, Brent, the U.S. has never hurt for perimeter talent, but they had to find a spot for MP on this team, and it looks like they have.
Well, the skill set MP has is such a perfect fit for this Team USA. It gives them something that can't be matched by anybody else that plays his position. This is such a huge win for the U.S. in getting MP involved with this basketball team.
Here's Ball, again USA. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for USA.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Gonzalez down low, pass to Garcia, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Here's Holton. Now here's Jackson. Here's Z. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
USA leading by 21. Right side Tatum. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
Heroes checked in for Ball, and he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. 24 seconds left now here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pacquiao. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for USA. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everyone, as the third quarter of this Fiba game gets underway. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime. There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
That's 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, USA. Here's Pacquiao. Banked in off the glass.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
USA leading by 20. Outside Tatum. Cranes the three-pointer. Tatum's got 8 points.
Never a bad idea setting Tatum up.
Pass to Garcia. Here's Pacquiao. Guarded by Jackson. Can't finish the one-handed jam. Here's Z. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. He's got 14.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Pass to Z. Plays it up and banks it in. Z's got 4 this quarter.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Pacquiao. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So it's USA now, following that last 3-pointer by Philippines. Z, good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Out to the wing. Here's Pacquiao. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Z. He's got 19. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z.
Number 15.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Randolph's checked in for USA. And the Philippines making a change here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Garcia. Back to Gonzalez. Philippines moving that ball around. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Philippines needing to get a shot off here. And once again off the mark by the Philippines.
2 minutes remaining.
Now USA with it. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Holton, guarded by Garcia. Out to the right wing. This one for 3. Another 3 for USA.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Batista. Excellent D there from Ball. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Z. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's to Guzman. Here's Batista. Shot clock at 6. Spins. Lets a floater go. No good off the spin.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Here's to Guzman after the made shot from Z. There's a good screen. Here's Batista. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal
LaMelo
foul.
Ball picks one up.
Team foul.
The Philippines shooting their first free throws of this game.
Batista. Substitution on the court.
Here's Z. Rebound by Garcia. Garcia's got his 5th rebound in this one. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Batista. Lays it up off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Hero kicks to Trent. Out left of the wing. Puts up a 3. Z can't get it to go. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Abayan gets it to go.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Z. Offensive rebound. For 3. The shot missing. And here's the Philippines now. Pass to Pacquiao. Shoots a 3. And another 3 for the Philippines. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Bucket is good. And that's now 30 points for Z.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Cunningham. First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the
And the first one at the line is good. And USA making a change here. Hook Knight's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:44 left to play here in the 4th. Pass to Hero. To the middle. Here's Z. And he drops in the layup off the glass. That's now 32 points for Z.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Abayan can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They get it back. The kick out to Cunningham. Out to the right wing. Here's Z. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
So it's USA now. Batista with the rebound. Pass to Pacquiao. Here's Abayan. And the 3 ball is good.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Takes it inside, uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So we see